From Ram and Rem from ReZero, Patty and Liz from Soul Eater, or even Yukio and Rin from Blue Exorcist, twins have been a famous trope in anime since, well, forever. So how come we have never heard of a VTuber twins yet? Because in the VTubing world, there's a stigma associated with twins, and it's called the jinx of twin VTubers. Many have tried and failed, few have succeeded. Time and time again, twin VTubers have tried to make it into the spotlight either by going indie or even partnering themselves with large corporations, but one by one, they all faded into obscurity or failed. This is because creating a duo that highlights two VTubers equally requires twice the work, from managing schedules, finances, and even the conflict that can arise with teamwork. It more often than not leads to their downfall. A few made it through though. For instance, Himehina, her pair of virtual singers have achieved high popularity and even acclaim. They were once considered pioneers of VTubing. Omega Sisters are another pair of independent VTubers who have gained a certain level of name and recognition as well as a lot of popularity. And then, through it all, finally emerged Fuwamoco, the very first twin talents in Hololive Productions history. And they have challenged the curse of the twin VTubers by quickly rising to become the most popular and adored VTubers of their generation. Fuwawa Abyss Guard and Mokoko Abyss Guard are the twins demonic guard dogs of Hololive English Advent, the third generation of Hololive English members.
It's Fuwamoco moving! Oh, he's Pennywise! Thank you! Thank you!
Fuwawa and Mokoko, being dogs, particularly enjoy walks and of course, baths. They prefer not to have their ears or tail touched. Damn it. And fun fact, despite being twins, their birthdays are different by one day. Fuwawa was born shortly before midnight and Mokoko was born after midnight. This makes Fuwawa the older sister. She's called the fluffy one and looks after her younger twin sister, Mokoko, dubbed the fuzzy one. They both watch over their pet Pero, but that doesn't mean that they don't get into all kinds of antics. Fuwamoco have quickly gained a large and loyal fan base who call themselves Fluffies. By popularizing fun catchphrases such as Bow Bow, and with no shortage of dog-related puns, combined with an amazing singing skills and their incredible synchronization skills.
What was that? What was that? What was that?
These two sisters have charmed their viewers with their adorable and hilarious antics. But before this incredible breakthrough, they had to get through many obstacles to get where they were. Indeed, Fuwawa and Mokoko did not start off as Fuwamoco, but instead got first known as Makoto and Akira Mizaki.
We are Gogo Nippon's Makoto and Akira Misaki.
They were originally hired for the game Gogo Nippon, who needed voice actresses to play the two main characters who were also sisters in this visual novel game. They were hired for a campaign to promote a sequel to this visual novel, and they worked very hard for 2 whole years and even acquired a loyal fan base and community that was relatively small but at the same time kind of big in this day and age. They were incredibly active in the VTubing communities, including the subreddit r virtual YouTubers, and you could often find them engaging and replying to fans and even hopping into Discord calls with them. It's very rare to see this level of creator-fan commitment in larger VTubers, but their relatability made it so their fans cared deeply about their outcome and success. But eventually, having succeeded in their initial goal to promote the game's sequel, the company didn't need the twins anymore. After all, they had done their job into raising awareness for their game, so why keep them on payroll? And so, through a Twitter announcement made on the fateful Wednesday, October 12th, the Nippon twins were graduated. In their very emotional graduation stream, they talked about how they did not want to stop and how they had very little say in their decisions. And with tearful goodbyes from both the twins and their fans, they left the internet for good. Or did they? I like to think they were simply reincarnated as a cuter, more updated version of themselves. And from their very first debut stream, fans recognized the same bubbly energy, the same kindness, the same attention to every person in the chat. And since the characters they used to play were half Japanese, they got to incorporate a lot of Japanese words into their new personas as well. Everything worked perfectly. The way they were so much in unison and how they complemented each other, in that moment, everybody knew that the Nippon twins were back as Fuwamoco. But questions about their graduation and the timely manner of debut to Hololive raised questions. Planning a twin debut must have taken time, years in fact, of planning to create models made to be together. The way streams were made must have been organized. Extensive planning must have been behind all of this machinery. Did the twins in fact graduate of their own accord? Now in this video you only get the hottest takes fresh off the internet. I've been scouring the internet for the hidden truth, following the leads of Reddit detectives and shadowy organizations. What if this was all part of a grand scheme? What if the twins were already recruited by Yagoo by the time they graduated and that's why they left the way they did? Some say Hololive must have been watching them and even sent them out personal invitations. Some say their debut has been carefully planned and crafted over the span of multiple years. Were those the reasons they left us a bunch of hints? Were we supposed to follow the breadcrumbs? They had, after all, put a lot of emphasis on "we'll see you later."
Maybe someday we might be able to meet again.
But no, actually, they just auditioned over and over to Hololive until they got the part.
We applied a lot of time. We tried a lot too. A lot. I think we applied maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe more. Sometimes separately, sometimes together. Yeah. Anything to make us kind of stand out a bit.
No fancy story, no fancy conspiracy theory here. Just plain and simple, hard grind and perseverance. Fuwamoco is like a breath of fresh air in the Vtubing world. Their energetic streams,
Who needs a day when you have a rocket launcher?
their callouts in unison,
Not you right now. Okay. Oh!
all the way to their amazing half English, half Japanese roleplay, it makes you feel like you're watching an anime in real time. And after so much VTuber drama and the community that's becoming increasingly toxic and competitive, may I just say it's so revitalizing to watch the level of teamwork and wholesomeness these two bring. You can tell they genuinely care about each other. Also, as a viewer, you really get what you need in either of them. Despite them being siblings, they each have their own unique things to offer, like Fuwa's beautiful blue accents or Moko's fiery pink charm. You know what? Let's just move on. They also give two different energy. While Fuwawa is more comfortable being center front and talkative, Mokoko doesn't mind taking back seat. But when it comes to gameplay, for example, it seems Mokoko is better skill-wise.
Moko-chan, do you wanna play? I could switch you in.
I'll wait until you dial.
I'd still argue that they're both pretty similar and both offer a pretty clean, seizo, and cutesy personality overall. In fact, they share everything together, from living...
Do you share toothpaste?
Toothpaste share. Toothbrush separate.
What about shampoo?
Shampoo same.
to gaming. No. They do not sleep in the same bed though, but they do share a bunk bed.
Do you sleep in the same room?
Yeah.
Is it separate beds?
It's a bunk bed.
Who's top, who's bottom?
I'm the top bunk, bottom bunk bed. We have a dog bunk bed. Yeah.
Meanwhile, when they play, one will control the mouse and the other will control the keyboard or the camera, which leads to some pretty funny and unique moments.
Moko-chan's doing the walking for us today. Press shift to sprint. We're just gonna have to run to the green. You press the shift button. You press the shift button. Press the shift button.
Okay, here we go.
Where's the shift button? Okay,
here we go.
Today, Fuwamoco are the twin stars of Hololive English. They never gave up on their dreams, and they have broken the jinx of twin VTubers, and have proven that twins can be successful and popular in the Vtubing world.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Moko-chan, we're not crying yet, right? No. No, thank you.
They have found a new home and now bring happiness to many people around the world. Fuwamoco are the fluffy and spicy twins that you can't help but love. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to check out my other video on Shiori Novella. I make weekly uploads on all of the Holo girls, so make sure to subscribe with the notification bell on as well. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and help us spread the love of our favorite dog tubers. And on that note, I'm out. Bow bow. Despite both of them being siblings,
彼女は下着を履いていますか？ちょっと気になった。ひどい質問ですね。もし履いてなかったらどうすん？ 3D になった時に困ると思う。海外日記がいい質問だとか言ってて笑ってもうダメだ。